Okay, so today I'm going to share a tour of the house with you as much as I can today. And I'm going to try to tell you all the facts that I can think of in this tour. First of all, this house was originally built as a classic colonial style house. It was kind of that part of the house, and it was symmetrical, and it was 1.5 stories. I have a picture of the house from when it was just brick, and you can see the difference in the bricklaying between the bottom half and the top half, and then it was painted, I think, in the early 80s. But in the 1870s, the house was reconstructed as an Italianate villa style house. And the Italianate villa style houses had certain features that made them stand out. The arched windows, which you can see here, these are actually arched windows, but they have storms over them that make them square, which we'll be taking off. The door is arched, and they usually had porches, asymmetrical details, like this porch is asymmetrical, and then with this addition over here, it made the doorway asymmetrical, and then they had, gables that face different ways. There's also a side porch over there. There's intricate carvings around this bay window. A bay window was also a feature of Italianate style houses. And a lot of doorways to the outside, because this house design was meant to be something that country houses that already existed could be altered into. And of course, a big feature of Italianate villa style houses was the big tower, which was added on in the 1870s. So this house was actually renovated in the 1980s, and it was quite an extensive renovation, and I was able to talk to the man who did the renovation, and he put a lot of steel supports into the house to fix a lot of sagging that was going on. I guess the tower was really sagging down through the house, and he put steel supports there, and that you can see them throughout the house. I'll show you them when we go in the big cased openings. There are big steel supports. So that has made this house really solid, which is great. As far as the layout of the house goes, we're not sure how original this layout is to the 1870s. We do know that this house was split up into apartments in the 1950s and 60s. The original family who built this house in 1795 owned it until the 1940s. They were the Vischer and DeGraff family. And I thought that was pretty amazing. That's a long time for the original family to have owned it. But after they sold it, it was unfortunately split into apartments for a while. And we know that some of the marble fireplaces were taken out, because I was able to speak to the grandson of the man who split it into apartments, and he said he remembered marble fireplaces being taken out, which is so sad. Okay, so now I'll give you the tour. So obviously the porch needs some work. It seems pretty solid as to the actual structure, but just from years of not having gutters there, the water has destroyed the stairs and some of the, I guess, what do you call those, soffits below the roof. So those will be getting fixed right away in this phase 1 renovation. Okay, if you didn't know, if you're going up rotted stairs, walk on the stringers so you don't collapse. I am so excited about this porch. I can just imagine drinking coffee out here. So, okay, let's go inside. So this is the entryway. The doors are arched. There's this great tile. This is like paneled in here, and then there's more arched doors in here. And this is the foyer, which is so pretty, with the curved wall and the curved staircase. This staircase is definitely original to 1870, as is this door. And this is the living room. So I did bring a local architect in here, and he said that this paneling around the windows was original to the 1870s. The floors probably are not original. We were told that they could tell that because they are level with the, what is that called? The hearth, where normally the hearth would be above the floors. And you can see in the basement, it looks like there's tongue and groove wide plank floor in the basement. So I believe that would probably have been what would be here in the 1870s, but we're not entirely sure. These were from the 1870s, these marble mantles. And these little French doors are all through the house. They would have been typical in Italianate style houses to connect it to the outdoors. Okay, so this is the living room, the foyer, and then the dining room. More of those French doors. Another fireplace. And this is my favorite, this bay window. Isn't the peeling paint kind of pretty? Don't worry, we'll be taking it down. And then you can see that all the windows are arched here. There was a leak in the bathroom above this, and we'll be taking that bathroom out, obviously, and fixing the ceiling. Okay, so back, this is the dining room, and there's a closet here, and this is a little half bathroom, which is pretty gross right now, but I think it'll be cute. Look at this little porthole window. This looks out on the backyard. There's a pool out there. It's like a swamp. I'll show you at the end. This is the entrance to the addition. This addition was built in the 1980s. It added like 3,000 square feet to this house, which is crazy. So we're not too sad that we have to take this off. It's totally destroyed by a fire. And then this is the kitchen. Also added in the 1980s, so no shame about anything that we do in here. I had to take a break for the train because this house was built next to the train tracks, which in the 1700s was a prime location. And actually, I don't mind the train. I grew up down the street about a mile from the same train tracks, but, you know, about 5 miles that way. So it's kind of soothing to me. Not everyone would like it, but it's fine for me. Okay, so the train is gone, so now I will show you the rest of the kitchen. As I was saying, this was built in the 80s, so, you know, someday we'll completely rip it out, and that's fine. I love a kitchen that looked older. But for now, we're going to replace the appliances, obviously clean it up, and probably paint the cabinets, probably take down those uppers, and maybe do some open shelving, just kind of make it look a little bit better. And probably replace the countertops as well. These doors, this door, and then there's a door down there, and then the basement entrance is there. Those go to the side porch, and there were actually another set of those thin little French doors about where the sink is. You can see them on the outside, I'll show you, which we'd love to restore someday. Okay, so going back out of the kitchen, through the dining room, foyer, and now we can go upstairs. These are my favorite. Peeling paint and all. And this is what you see at the top of the stairs. These beautiful bookcases. I'm not sure what I will put in these. They're in kind of a strange spot just in the hallway outside the bathroom, but they're so beautiful. One of my favorite details. This is the bathroom that leaked all over the foyer ceiling downstairs. It's very 1980s, not anything salvageable. So this will be totally torn out and we will replace it right away. When you come up the stairs, you see this room first. This is a bedroom. The two bedrooms are not humongous, but they have really high ceilings, which makes them feel bigger. And then there's the library, which this could be used as a bedroom, but we don't need to use it as one, so we'll use it as a library and an office for Steve. And then You already saw the bathroom. This is the door to the attic. Master bedroom's down there, and this will be the boys' room. How gigantic is this door? Okay, and now the master bedroom, which I'm so excited that it has a fireplace. We're not sure as to the state of the chimneys, so we're not sure if we can use the fireplaces yet, but at least they're there. In this room, I know it's going to be so bright and beautiful once the plywood is off the doors. And we have 2 closets that are huge, and Steve is so excited to have his own closet. Oh, you can't really see because it's so dark, but... And then the master bathroom, which is so 80s. I mean, these jacuzzi tubs were so popular. So this will be going, we did not budget for this in the original renovation loan that we're going to be using first. So we will be working on this bathroom slowly ourselves. Okay, guys. I hope that you appreciate what I'm going to do for you right now. I'm going to go in the attic by myself. I've never done this before. Here I go. Wish me luck. Okay. Here we are. Now this is so cool because there are some cool little details in here. This was a servant's staircase. Back here is an old call or switch thing. I don't know what you call it. Switch button call thing. I don't know. Where they would call the servants. This would have been the servants' storage, and this is the old servants' quarters, which the people who lived here last let their kids paint it with a super creepy paint job. Okay, and this is the other side of the attic. It's really cool because you can see the beautiful brick walls. And then this is the tower, which really scares me. I'm afraid of heights, but I'm going to show you anyway. This is the slate roof. Isn't it pretty? And the pretty chimney. Okay, let's go up. They're super steep stairs. They're almost like a ladder. And here we are, bird's eye view. Oh my gosh, so scary. Obviously the kids love it up here. There's Harrison down there, little ant. Okay, now I'm gonna go back down. Okay, so I made it back out of the attic. I know you were all worried. So, this is the front yard. This side yard has not been mowed in years because there are fallen limbs and things, which is actually why we're here today, to clean it up. So I'm going to finish up this tour as quick as I can so that I can go help my husband clean up the yard. But I'll just show you around the house. Hi guys! Okay. Okay. This is the side porch that comes off of the kitchen. I can't wait to put a little table out here and eat dinners out here sometimes. And this is the addition that is completely burned. It didn't really match the house anyway, so I am not sad that this has to be removed. This is when the house was abandoned after this fire happened. This building out here is from the 1700s, which is amazing. It needs some work, so I really hope that we can save it. You can see that wall there is leaning out, but it's just amazing that it's that old. And oh, there are blackberries everywhere on this property, which is so cool. And these are outhouses. If I can get over there. These are outhouses that are very old, probably from the 1700s as well. Late 1700s. This was all built in 1795. Back down you can see the addition. It's just crazy what that fire did. Graham, do you want to come this way with me? Okay. Okay, and we're walking through the backyard behind the addition, and this is the back of the house. That covered area, we'll probably remove that roof because I think that was put on at the same time that the addition was put on, and I think it would just look strange if that was there without the addition connecting it. And so those are the two French doors that lead out from the dining room, and that's the arched back door that leads out by the stairs. And this is the pool. It does have a cover on it still, and it does hold water, which is good. It's a gunite pool. But I think there's going to be a lot of sludge removal in our future. And over here, we're so excited because there's a mulberry tree, and this was the first time I had ever tried mulberries, and they're so delicious. Stay away from the edge of the pool, buddy.
Okay, where are the mulberries?
I mean, it's disgusting. I think they might all be done, honey. Okay, and I think we're going to build a fence, kind of like the style that House of Brinson built, around this pool here. But maybe not as high as theirs was. And then, there's the driveway, and there is a big barn, which I'm not going to take you in today. The doors need a little bit of work, and it needs new glass in the windows. Other than that, it's structurally sound, but the roof needs a lot of work, as you can see. So that is not going to be a phase 1 project. That's going to be afterwards, probably next summer. And then I have to show you one of the coolest things. There is this double tree house with a bridge between it that the boys are obsessed with. How cool is this? Oh, okay. I also have to ask somebody. This treehouse was built around this tree, and something is eating it. Look at this mess. So if anyone knows what this is, or what we can do about it, please let me know. I haven't had a chance to research it yet. There's this bridge. Fireman's bowl. Slide. Oh my gosh, you scared me.
Show them.
Do you guys love your treehouse?
Yep, but show them the attic.
Show them the attic? Okay. Here's the attic. So we're at the front now, and there used to be a cast iron fence that went all the way down this way and all the way down this way, and there was a gate here, but the last people who owned it sold it for salvage, which is so sad. Maybe someday we can replace that. Okay, so now we're walking down the street just a little bit, and oh, there's Steve. He's using a scythe to cut down weeds because he's trying to be period appropriate for the house. There's a tennis court, which is quite dilapidated. We'll be cleaning it up pretty soon, trying to just get all the weeds out of there and all the leaves and the trees that have fallen, and then we'll repair the fence eventually. And then down here there's a stream. Okay, and so down from here, you can see here's part of the cast iron fence that they couldn't remove because it was grown into the trees down here. I'm assuming that's why they didn't remove it. But that's what it looks like. And then I'm so excited that there's like this little creek that goes down along the house. So that'll be fun for the boys to play in. We did take a walk in it a week or two ago, and it was so sweet.